That took a long time.
Japan is actually higher than the percentage of fans of baseball in the United States. Now, one famous Japanese player who actually plays in the MLB is Shohei Ohtani. He had made his MLB debut with the Los Angeles Angels, and in December of 2023 was actually signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Japanese love to support their own players abroad, especially when it comes to baseball, and they don't hide their enthusiasm. Unko-chan was one of those fans. He had flown out to Los Angeles just to support Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. And his fans, of course, were on board. He posted many pictures from the game showing Shohei Ohtani, showing himself sitting there watching the pitches. But he had posted this picture right here with the caption, "The cheerful Dodgers fan in the seat behind me took a photo of me and Ohtani together. Thank you, God." But here's the thing. Remember how I said that it was totally normal for Japanese people to fly out and support their own Japanese players playing in the MLB? Yeah, well, those same Japanese people noticed something very interesting. Unko-chan was in the front row just like he had posted, but he was sitting next to a woman who was not his wife, and they had clearly arrived there together. Now you might be wondering, why is that so significant? Well, the thing is, all of Unko-chan's fans know exactly how his wife looks like because she was a part of his biggest stream of all time, his marriage. Back in March 2022, Unko-chan had live streamed his entire wedding. This is already something fairly rare to find with Western streamers, but it's even crazier to do in Japan. Weddings are often seen as sacred, as very private, and there he was streaming it for the entire world on multiple platforms. But what's even crazier is that live stream that lasted a few hours had generated over $1.8 million in chat donations. Yes, you heard that right. 7 figures. He beat the record at the time for the most donations ever on YouTube. So it's only natural that people knew that he was married and how his wife looked like. People knew very well that the woman sitting next to him was not his wife, but that didn't mean that they didn't know who she was.
That's insane.
It was none other than Ai Hongo, one of the most popular adult actresses in Japan. She ranked 3rd in all adult video sales back in 2021. Something absolutely massive for a country that has so many adult actresses. But that's not all. She also has a massive social media presence with almost 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, 100,000 followers on Twitch, 793,000 followers on Instagram, and 1.4 million followers on Twitter. This made people start to ask a lot of questions. Why is a married man hanging out with an adult actress half his age in a foreign country watching a baseball game? When Unko-chan came back to Japan and streamed for the first time since he had went to the Dodgers game, he had admitted on the 13th of September that yes, he had watched a game with Ai Hongo. But then he specifically made sure to deny the affair, saying that we didn't really have any relations, any sex. He was hoping to brush it off, and it was working until Ai Hongo on the 15th in the early morning Japanese time released this video on her YouTube channel titled "About This Incident," currently sitting at 1.3 million views. So the video is in Japanese. It doesn't really have any closed captions, but I do have a translated transcript. I'm going to read it for you while I let the video play in the background. This is Hongo Ai. I apologize sincerely to anyone who was affected by these recent events. I don't know if anyone is going to believe what I have to say here, but I want to give my version of what happened ever since this happened. I was torn on whether I should speak out or quietly disappear. After talking to the people around me, I've decided that it would be better not to run away, as it would only worsen the situation. I will now discuss what happened. This may take some time, but to avoid any misunderstandings, I will read a statement that I wrote in advance. The first time I met Karo was at the end of 2022. I knew he was married and I was hesitant to meet him, but he invited me to go drinking with a group of people. Since there would be other people present, I decided to go meet him. After that, we met in groups multiple times, and he told me that he had already divorced his wife but had not gone public with that information yet. He said that he was single and invited me to go out with him alone. I didn't believe him at first, but after asking several more times, he insisted that he had already gotten a divorce. After several more meetings, we began dating. At first, I was concerned that dating him would lead
Forsen CD.